Alright guys, welcome to day 3 of this. I think I have to go in a bit, so I'm gonna try to do like around an hour of this. I already did I didn't record it, but I already did threesome a couple of minutes ago. Um it wasn't too bad. I mean I can try to explain it just for like the practice, but uh let's see. So I did it a different way at first, if you can see. Dang, I did this so many times. Um, Here I did it where um first I just made a set and then I sorted it like how you're supposed to, went through each one, um, did the two sum two, and then added it to the set, and at the end I converted the set back into a list. But my time complexity was all the way here, and um at first I was using like an array, and I was checking if it was like if it's already in the array. If it's not in the array, then you add it, right? But since the lookup in an array is O of n, but for a set is O of 1, that's why I used like this. But I watched Neatcode's video on it, and um this is how you're supposed to do it for the most efficient way. Uh Essentially, since you can't have duplicates, you're gonna iterate. Since we already sorted it, right, we're gonna iterate until we find something that's not a duplicate. So we just keep continuing, and then we do the same thing, reform two sum two. But then when you update the pointer, this is the big thing I was missing, is that you also have to make sure that like the two pointers are not pointing at duplicates, right? So you check if, like right here, I'm checking if the left pointer is a duplicate, and if it is, then I'm incrementing it. And that's how you do this problem. So I'll get started with container with most water. And I think I'm gonna just skip the hards in this, to be honest, because uh I doubt I'd get a hard like figured out. Like I think this took me like 2 hours or something to figure out. It just wasn't worth it. Um yeah, let's just do this one real quick. Okay. Let's initialize res to 0. Left right equals 0. Length of height minus 1. Then wow. So they can't overlap. So you do while left is less than right. Let's calculate the area to be the minimum of no or height. Wait. So that paste it outside of it. I'm really gonna try to fuck. If you delete something, it copies it. Okay. see. How happens if I do this? Oh shit. Whoa. Okay. So you take the minimum of those two and multiply it by the difference. Left minus right. If it's greater than res, then no, it should be right minus left. So if area is if the area is greater than res, then res goes area. See, res equals. So if the left is greater than the right, then we want to decrement right. If height at left is less than height at right, then we want to update the left, right? But if they're equal, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. So I'm wondering, Nico talked about it in 3 somewhere. You're able to only update one of them because it automatically updates both of them due to these other conditions. Still a little confused about that. Like, it kind of makes sense, but Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Um, okay. So essentially, I'm just calculating the area, comparing it to the current maximum every time, and then using two pointers for the right and left by looking at the heights. So it's like if left is greater than right, then we decrement right, hoping that the right will be bigger this time. And then if left is less than the right, then we increment left, hoping that the left will be bigger this time. And we just keep doing that. I'm just gonna watch this video because I don't know if that's how we did it.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's write some more neat code. So today we're going to be solving LeetCode 11 contain.
Okay, so he has the same thing here and here. Did that. If it's less than or equal to right, increment. Oh, I guess you just condensed it, right? Because it doesn't matter if it's equal. You can increment any of them. Uh, okay, yeah. That one's pretty easy. Okay, so we're done with the two pointers. Let's get starting with the sliding window. Given an array prices or prices. Sliding window. Okay, so well, I'm just gonna. Dang. I did do a good amount. Okay. Just go back. Choosing a single date to buy one stock interesting. Okay, let's try to visualize this. Let's try drawing it out. Damn. Seven one five. So let's just label this 0, 1, 2, 3, 5. Damn. Okay, just start from 0. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So day 0 we're at 7. Day 1 we have 1. Day 2 we have 5. We have 3, 6, 4. So this. So this is the trend. And then buy the most profit, right? So we want 5 because we buy day 2 and sell day 5. So we want it when it's the lowest. Sell it when it's the highest, which would be here. I remember having trouble with this problem, even though it's an easy. Uh, so we want to buy at the lowest and sell it. Sell at the highest. Buy low, sell high. Okay. So if we have a left and right, if right if right is less than left, if right is less than left, then it becomes left and right. Or is right less than left? No. So right. But how do we know that to stop here? Oh, keep a maximum for this. Okay, so I think um so we have 2 pointers. I feel like this should be a 2 pointers problem instead of a sliding window problem. But I think we should have a left pointer and then a right pointer, right? And then we keep iterating the right pointer. So while right is, maybe I can do some pseudocode. So while array at right is greater than, so while array at right is greater than left, increment, is that r plus plus? So what happens if it stops, right? So if r is less than a, then we set left equal to r, right, to hold that position. And then create a running or a maximum for r.不要，我不要。No, I'm good, bro. No. I'm gonna eat later. Alright.
你现在是在做作业是吧？
Um. All right, so I have left is equal to right, so uh I guess while this is greater than this, we check. Temp is the max of temp. And we do this. So for each number, right, we're gonna have temp. This will go out. Initialize left and right, so temp equal to 0 for num and array. Wow. And then at the end we return. I don't know if the loop is correct. For num and array, cause I don't think that's correct. Oh. Mm. What if they cross each other? Oh, I see. Wow. So while the right is less than, so while the right hasn't reached the end. Okay, let's try this. Oh wait, no. Fuck. 0, 1. So while R hasn't reached the end. Okay, probably infinite loop. I think I forgot to set up something here. Oh, fuck. Thought I had it. Oh, fuck. Oh. I'm just gonna ask chat. Oh, wait. It will increment R without ever breaking if the condition is always true. Oh. I guess I could do like, wow, this is greater than this, wow, price. Wait. Wow, prices at R is. Hmm. So we set that equal to the profit. Okay, so wow. Wow, there's a profit. Could be a profit. Fuck. Is that it? Oh, I just had that. So it did. So while there's a profit, right? Set that equal to the max R. What's the else? Oh. Thought you would keep going, right? Wait. While prices are. Oh, I see. So it would keep running, cause and then go out of bounds. So if prices at R is greater than prices at L, we calculate the max R. So if there's no profit, which is like here, oh, okay, so every time it's low, we want to set it so, okay, so this goes here. Okay, no, you do have to do it the other way, because if there's a multiple, like, max profits, you need this. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Still wasn't able to get it, but I need help. So basically, initialize the result variable, initialize the pointers while R hasn't reached the end. So this is my mistake. I did a while loop instead of if. So if the current one has a profit, then you calculate that profit and update the thing. Otherwise, there's no profit and it's low, so you want to shift L up to R, and then you increment R. What was I trying to do at first? I was incrementing R inside the while loop. So, because while it's greater. But that's assuming that there was only one max profit or one profit. Like right here, there's only one of these. Like I guess no. Oh yeah, there's one trend in which it goes down and then up. But then if it goes down and up again, then we need to calculate which one has more profit, which I wasn't doing in this. How do I like restart this? Okay, whatever. So that was my issue. That's why I used the while loop. But you have to calculate at every step if it's greater. And then calculate the profit, update result, and then okay. Okay, that makes sense. Uh, okay, I see. Because there's already a while loop here. There's no need to do another while loop. Um, for R greater than L. Okay. Just look at this real quick.
Hey everyone, welcome back. And
Dynamic programming. I don't know that yet. Okay, that's like what I did. Okay, finding the longest substring without repeating characters. I think I'm just gonna do this one and then do the ray tracer thing. I still have to do some other work for school. So I have these done, then tomorrow I can do 2 or 3 more. Yeah. I'm just showing you guys find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. BRB.
Need.
Sorry. Okay. So I'm thinking of having a set. Okay, so this is a dynamic sliding window. So I still remember how to do this. Oh. So if result is 0, left right equals. So we grow it if all of them are distinct. Otherwise, we shift it up. I'd delete everything. Okay, say we have A, B, C. A, B, C, A, B, C, B, B. So we start here. Start at A. Look at B. They're distinct, so we grow it. Look at C. We grow it. Look at A. Okay, wait. So we have A so far. Look at B. It's distinct, so we grow it. Look at C, so we grow it. Look at A, so we take this as 3, and then shift the left one all the way up here, because I think if we were just to shift left, no. So I think while the left one, so while A is not a so while A is a duplicate, then we move the left, I think. So we just have to move it one up here. So now we have this, which is 3. Look at B, it's a duplicate. Um, Add this, shift B until it's not a duplicate. Oh, okay. Start it at 0. Now let's do 4R. So the right will be a for loop because we have to constantly be incrementing R. Hmm. I'm thinking of when you use like a while loop versus a for loop for the right pointer. Because the last problem we used a while loop. Like, why couldn't we have used a for loop here? Okay, I guess you could have. Hmm. Wow, I really needed this review on sliding string or sliding window. So if it's not a duplicate, but how do we know it's a duplicate? Okay, I think we do use a. So if it's not in scene, add one to the current. So if it's not in scene, then we add current. Oh, I think I'm doing this so wrong. You get the max, and then while it's in scene, then you remove the left side, delete one, and then left also increments one. Can only concatenate string, not into string. What am I concatenating? Huh? What? I said if it exists, though, no. Okay, I'm gonna watch the solution because I don't get it. Oh my god, I'm fucked.
Let's solve LeetCode 3,
A
longest substring
6 minute
without
video,
repeating
bro.
characters. We're back to a classic LeetCode problem, the third one. So this one's pretty simple. We're just given a string and we want to find the longest substring without any repeating characters, right? Like how these three don't have any duplicate characters, A, B, C. This one has two A's, so this would not count as a substring without repeating characters. And we only need to return the length of this substring. So the first idea that comes to my mind, at least, is so just check every single substring, check if it has any duplicates. If it doesn't, then we're just going to take the longest one of those strings and return the length. So how would that algorithm run? Okay, first we'd start at A. We want to get every substring starting at A. So just this one A, well, that doesn't have any duplicates. AB, that doesn't have any duplicates. AC, that doesn't have any duplicates either. And then we get to this first duplicate A. We have two A's now, but remember, we're checking every single substring starting at this first A. So we're going to keep this algorithm going, even though we don't have to. Every substring we get after that, like, see how we're doing it? Every single substring after is also going to have duplicates. So do we even need to check all of these starting at value A? This is the repeated work that we're going to eliminate with our very fundamental technique, the sliding window. So we want to only check substrings without any repeated characters. So let's actually just do that. Let's make sure that our window, right, our subarray, our substring is always not containing any duplicates. So once we get to this next A, we're going to say, well, now we have two A's. So we need to start removing from the left. We need to start shrinking our sliding window until we no longer have duplicates. So I'm going to say remove this one from our substring. Now our substring runs from here, from the B, all the way to the A. Now it's perfectly valid, so now we can keep going. It's still only length 3 though, so next we're going to add this B. But wait a minute, now we have two B's. But my question is, how would we even know instantly whether we had a duplicate or not? Well, we can use a set for that. Sets will only contain one of each character, so we'll automatically know if we have a duplicate. We can check it instantly. So we're going to check that we have two B's, so now we're going to keep popping from the left. We're going to keep shrinking our window from the left until we remove a B. And we're going to see that the first one we remove is the B, so now we're done. So now our substring runs from this C all the way to this B. Now we're going to add another character. Once again, we have a duplicate. And once again, we can literally just remove the farthest left character, and now we're valid again. No more duplicates. We're running all the way from A to C. Next, we add a B. The interesting thing about this is that now we have to remove this A because we have to shrink our window. Our substring has to be contiguous, so we have to remove this A. But notice we still have two B's in our substring, so we got to remove another character. We have to remove this B. So now our substring runs from C to B. So we are valid again, but now our substring is only length 2. Next, we'll get to the last B, last character we're adding, and see, yep, it's a duplicate again. And don't forget that as we're removing these characters from the left, we're removing a C. We're not just removing it from our window, but we also have to remove it from our set because our set is going to correspond to all the characters inside of our substring that we're at. So we have to remove our C from the window and move it from the set. We have to take this B and do the same thing. And now we have no more characters to add. With this sliding window technique, which is a very fundamental technique that you'll probably see a lot more in a lot of different problems, we can cut the time complexity down to big O of n. We just have to go through the entire list. Well, we might have to add and remove values from our set, but that's a very quick operation. The memory complexity, because of our set, is also going to be big O of n, because potentially every character in the string could be unique, and we'll add all of them to our set. And I didn't really show it while we were going through the problem, but we would want to maintain what's the longest substring we found. In our case, it was obvious that the longest we found was of length 3. So remember, the first thing we need to do is get a set to make sure we have all the characters in our window. So I'll call it character set. And we're going to do a sliding window, so we need 2 pointers, a left pointer and a right pointer.
Okay, I'm just gonna restart it. Do you do 0 and 1?
To determine our sliding window. Our left will be initialized to 0, and our right pointer is going to continuously be changing.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. Did I even have a left pointer? Wait. Why did I do that? Okay.
As we visit every character. So I can just use it in this for loop. So the right
Okay.
pointer is going to go through every single character. Now remember, if we get to a duplicate character, that means we have to update our window and our set. So while this character that we just visit at the right pointer, S of R, is already inside our character set, meaning it's a duplicate, then we got to update our window. So we have to take the left.
Wait.
Now remember, if we get to a duplicate character, that means we have to update our window and our set. So while this character that we just visit at the right pointer, S of R, is already inside our character set, meaning it's a duplicate, then we got to update our window. So we have to take the left character and remove it from our set. So character set dot remove the leftmost character, and then of course we have to
slow it down.
in our set. So while this character that we just changing as we visit every character, so I can just use it in this for loop. So the right pointer is going to go through every single character. Now remember, if we get to a duplicate character, that means we have to update our window and our set. So while this character that we just visit at the right pointer S of R is already inside our character set, meaning it's a duplicate, then we got to update our window. So we have to take the left character and remove it from our set. So character set dot remove the leftmost character, and then of course we have to update that left pointer, increment it by 1.
Okay.
And we're going to keep doing this while that duplicate remains in the character set. After we've removed all duplicates, then we can just add this rightmost character to our set. And since at this point we know for sure that our substring doesn't have any duplicates, we can potentially update our result variable, which I never declared, so let me declare it up here. Result is initially going to be 0, and now we can update our result, so we can potentially make it larger than it is if the current window size is greater than what it is right now, which we can compute
left.
by right minus left plus 1. And then at the end, once we've gone through the entire string, we can return the result. If this was helpful, leave a like and subscribe.
I just don't know how to convert it to the... I don't know how to convert it to code again. I converted my thoughts. Okay, so let me think through this. So we have a set, right? And then left is 0, result 0. For R, so we just iterate throughout. I don't know why I added the first, like, I don't know why it's not necessary to add the first character. Like, why is it not necessary to add the first character to the hash set when you first start? So we just iterate throughout the string while it's in the hash set. I guess we end up adding it here. So Okay. Okay. So you don't have to add the first item in automatically. And you can calculate the length straight up by just doing right minus left plus 1. Okay. Makes sense. Go back to my spreadsheet. How long ago I did all these. Uh, do I need this? Um, just make a new thing. I've completely forgot about this. Uh, Alright, so counter plus max counter. So use a dynamic sliding window. If you find a duplicate using a set up to and first instance. How calculate the max of max and the new length. Okay. So that's fine. Probably need to revisit that because I remember when I was doing the OAs and the sliding window came up and I just realized like I completely forgot how to do it. Mm. Should I watch this guy?
For SDL random. Okay, copy that here. Let's just open that right here. So this is a header. I'm going to delete
What is
some.
SDO2? Simple direct media layer. Okay.
This stuff because we don't need all this. And then I'll quickly cover what we need for SDL2 for this project. But as I mentioned, if you don't have SDL2, that's okay. You don't need it for doing this ray tracer. But because we're not doing all that, that's just the reason I'm just copying all this code in here in case you want to also later go in and copy all the code. But basically, we just have some stuff set for our window, the render, and the screen. The screen is going to be a texture, and that's going to be drawing onto for no ray tracing. And here's initializing some stuff. It's initializing the window and screen and everything. And then we have some functions for drawing individual points onto the texture. And then we have a loop function that does all the rendering and the keyboard input. So I'll have this. You guys can just go and copy it if you guys want to do the SDL2. This SDL2 template, I've used it for some other projects. It's pretty useful in case you want to just drag and drop it into a project and do some sort of display of some sort of any sort of project, I guess. But we'll go ahead and switch back to our main. In here, we're going to include IO stream, and that's because we're going to want to print out some stuff. And we can include the SDL template.h. Down here is going to be our main. Let's switch this to C++.
Do I want to do this?
Everybody, my name is Avery. Hello, everybody. My name is Avery. Let's just know that I'll be back 3. The new. These balls are within that ball as well. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave it a
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this, to be honest. I just need a... delete this. Like, I just need something to practice my C++.
Hello, I found myself with a... We know unit vector between the ray that's been cast out and that perfect ray parameter here, frame rate. What about? So as I'm approaching the wall, I can turn around, I can see my little player here. If I put him near the edge of this column, we see he lines up nicely, that's good. And we can navigate the maze. And it's running at a nice 300 frames per second. And that, don't forget, I'm also running my screen capture software, and we're running in debug mode. Let's crank this out in release and see what happens. Very nice. All I need to do now is add some bad guys and some bullets, but I'm not going to do it. If you've liked this... Hello. Start. We scale them less. So, and we have to include this, and they work in quite a... late, rotating smoothly, and the triangles and the faces are very visible. And so that's that for part 1 of this series. In the next part, we'll be looking at how we can control the camera, and we'll also be looking at how we can shade the faces of the object. As usual, all the source code is going to be available on GitHub. Please join the Discord server and come and have a discussion. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up please, and have a think about subscribing. Until next time, take care. Hello.
Maybe I can find something here. Maybe I should go on learncpp.com and try doing this.